Hey guys, hope everyone is going well. I want to do a little bit of a talk today on talking about different types of training and your goals with training on what you're being able to work towards. So specifically talking about training for body composition or aesthetics and training for performance and the difference between those two, because a lot of people or a lot of riders and racers tend to merge those two into one, okay? Treating any type of exercise, any type of movement as fitness, when there's things go a little bit deeper than that. They go a lot deeper than that. We have all these different avenues branching off fitness and branching off exercise for different goals to be able to help us work towards whatever we're working towards. So the big distinguishing factor is that obviously when we're training for performance, we want to be able to perform well. We want to be fit. We want to be strong. We want to be fast. We want to be agile. We want to be able to perform. We want to be athletic. Okay. When we're training for body composition, we're training purely for the way we look, okay? So we're not too concerned about levels of energy, we're not too concerned about levels of recovery, not too concerned about strength, not too concerned about fitness, not too concerned about athleticism and flexibility. All we're worried about is being able to have that end goal of having you looking awesome, okay? Or whatever your perceived image of awesome is, okay? And that's fine to be able to have goals in either of those, okay? If you want to train to be able to improve your body composition, awesome. You probably don't watch my videos, but cool, okay? Likewise, if you do find that you're watching a lot of my live streams, then you'll probably find that you're someone who's chasing performance, okay? Looking to be able to be better on the bike, better on race day, and that's cool too. What we have to do, though, is knowing that those are two different goals and that the way we get to either of those are very, very different. So if you look at a bodybuilder, for example, okay, a competitive bodybuilder, they're not too concerned about how they feel because they're purely chasing aesthetics, okay? So when they rock up on stage, when they look awesome, okay, they've got their guns out, they're ripped as, okay? A lot of them are actually dehydrated, which is one of the techniques they use to be able to improve vascularity, okay? So to be able to make you look veiny, okay? And that's one of the techniques they use. Plus they use a whole heap of other techniques to be able to manipulate the body to be able to get there, as well as calorie restriction as well. So what that means is they're training, but restricting the amount of fuel they have so that they don't perform as well, so that they can lose a little bit more body fat to be able to look even better, to be able to win their body composition competitions, okay? So it's techniques and strategies they have to be able to achieve the goal that they have. That's not something that's sustainable all year round, okay? Which is why they don't do comps every weekend. They have certain times of the year that they compete and what they work towards. And that's cool, okay? For those people that want to do that, awesome. But what we have to know is when we're chasing performance, we can't use those same techniques that people use for body composition to be able to be, to improve our athleticism, to improve our energy, to improve our recovery on race day, to improve our mental focus, because they have two different goals. So when we're chasing performance, yes, your body composition will change. Yes, you will look fitter. Okay, you are going to look better. But it's a side effect of the training. It's not a goal of the training. Okay, it's an important distinction there. It's a side effect of the training. Okay, not the goal of the training. The goal of the training is to be able to perform well, and it's just another added benefit that you will start to look good in the process. Okay, so it's a little bit of a change in mindset and what we're working towards. And what we're focusing on. So obviously when we're performing, right, if we were to use bodybuilding type training and we're working on body composition and trying to get lean, okay, trying to be able to look better, that's not going to transfer over onto the bike, okay? Because imagine if you're dehydrated and you rock up on the bike, what do you think is going to happen? Imagine if you're cutting calories while you're trying to improve your strength for the bike, what do you think is going to happen? Training's going to start to go backwards. You're going to be overtrained. You're going to be a little bit run down, okay? And you're not going to be able to perform as well. So what we need to be able to focus on is, what you guys need to be able to focus on is you need to be able to know what type of training you're actually doing, okay? And most of the information out there, most of the stuff you probably know already, most of the stuff you hear about, most of the stuff you read, okay, is going to be based on body composition, not based on performance, okay? If you took a sample of 10 friends around you, okay, 10 random friends outside of riding and racing, and ask what their goals are with training, okay, majority of those would be based on body composition, okay? The only people that want to be able to train for performance are people that are doing a sport, okay? So whether that's motocross, football, road racing, enduro, whatever it is, you guys want to use training to be able to perform well. the normal population that doesn't do any sports or doesn't want to be any good at sports, okay, it's not a hobby or passion of theirs, something that they want to do well with, they don't really care how fast their 5K time is. They don't care how much weight they lift. They don't care how much athleticism they have. They don't care about their flexibility. All they care about is being able to look good and have good body composition, to be able to go down to the beach during summer with their shirt off or in their bikini and be able to look good, okay? And that's cool too. That's awesome. But that you have to be able to know the difference between the two goals and what you're actually working towards. So in saying that, because most of the information out there is based on body composition, because that's what majority of the population is working towards, that means that you have to be very wary of the information you're reading and the information you currently know and have collected over the years and are currently using, because chances are that stuff's not applicable or not as applicable. There's a lot of stuff that's a shit ton better that you need to be using with your training and with your nutrition to be able to perform better. So you need to do a little bit of an audit, okay? And what that means is you need to be able to go through your knowledge and go, okay, how did I learn this stuff? Why am I doing it? Okay. And then ask, is it actually something that's going to help you with performance or something that's been designed to be able to help you with aesthetics in terms of body composition? Okay. And most of you will find that it is somehow down the line come from body composition. Okay. Because that's where majority of the information is. So I get this all the time that people or riders and racers on the phone that I speak to talking about maybe other trainers or they've had a friend that's a PT. Okay. Most personal trainers learn body composition, okay, learn how to get awesome results body composition wise, because that's what majority of the population wants, okay. Whereas performance coach, okay, or strength and conditioning coach focuses on the performance side of things and knows that your body composition will change, but the priority is never body composition or the focus is never body composition. It is always performance, always being able to perform better. Okay, so you need to do a bit of an audit. Do a bit of an audit on your information that you know. Do a bit of an audit on the stuff you know. What information, where has the information come from? Has it come from someone that has a bodybuilding background? Is it someone who comes from a body composition background? Is it someone who has maybe lost a whole heap of weight? Okay, because they're going to be very different approaches to the way you tackle your training and the type of results that you get, okay? Because looking good, that it is very different from being fit, okay? You can look good and not be fit. You can look good and not be strong. You can look good and not be fast. You can have all those things, okay, if that's your goal. But if your goal is to be able to perform better on the bike, just looking good isn't going to be enough to be able to get you to perform. You need to be able to have a program that's specialized on performance, on improving your athleticism, improving your strength, improving your endurance, and educating you on how the body works with energy, with recovery, with food, and how to optimize that on race day, okay? The other common thing that comes up is, in terms of food especially, is a lot of people thinking that there's just healthy food and not healthy food, okay? Having a clean diet is enough. Now, when we're chasing performance, having a clean diet isn't enough. That's like level 2 swimming, okay? It's super basic. What we want to do is go into the more complex stuff when we're chasing performance in terms of timing of macronutrients, learning what protein does, learning the role of protein, fats, carbohydrates, simple and complex carbs, the types of carbs, the types of foods we should be eating within those categories, okay? When we should be eating those throughout the day. What time should we have complex carbs? When should we have our simple carbs? How much protein should we have? What type of protein should we have? Should we be having supplements? Should we be getting rid of supplements? Should we be having processed foods or should we be having natural foods? Okay, so it's not just about eating clean or eating the right stuff. It's not just about cutting out junk food, which is one I hear a lot. It's about actually making sure that, okay, awesome, you put the effort in, we're eating the right stuff now. Okay, let's step that up to the next level to be able to perform even better, do what everyone else out on the track isn't doing, and actually time our food correctly, educate ourselves and build up the information on what we're actually doing, okay, and why we're doing it, so that you understand how the body's working on race day, rather than just assuming that eating healthy is going to be enough. And that's a very superficial level to be able to look at nutrition in terms of just looking at eating clean, okay? And that same goes for strength training as well. There's different ways to be able to build strength. There are more optimal ways and there are less optimal ways, okay? To be able to say that just lifting weights is strength training is, again, another very superficial way at looking at strength training, okay, or looking at weight training. simply just lifting weights isn't going to be enough to be able to get you stronger. You need to know exactly what you're doing to be able to get stronger and know the most efficient ways, protocols, strategies, programming to be able to get there, okay? And that's something you need to be able to focus on as well. You need to be able to make sure that you're doing the right stuff, but also keep in mind that you don't know what you don't know, okay? Any information that you collected, don't assume that that's it, okay? Don't assume that you've got it nailed already and there's nothing else to learn, that you just haven't executed on it, because quite often there's a shit ton out there that you don't even know about, okay? That you didn't even know existed until someone else lets you know about that, okay? And that happens on different levels continually. You have to always be learning, always be educating yourself and always improving. So that's something I work on as well, is obviously I think that I know a fair bit. And obviously we help a lot of people through our programs, okay? But I'm not, I don't look at it and go, okay, I know everything, I have nothing else to learn. I know that I don't know what I don't know. There's even more stuff out there that I haven't learned yet, okay, over the years and years and years of doing this stuff, that's out there that I'm always researching for, doing courses on, reading books on, doing research with, to be able to get better, to be able to find out that stuff that I haven't done so I can be a better coach, so I can get better results for you guys. And you guys need to be able to do the same with your knowledge. You need to assume that what you know is only a base level of knowledge and that there's a shit ton more out there, because that means you're going to be able to grow a lot quicker, you're going to be able to get a lot better results, and it also means you're going to be coachable. You're going to be able to get those results and apply them instead of putting a cap on where you can be because you don't think that there's anything else out there. So that's something for you guys to be able to focus on. We've got our clinic will be on next week. I'll put a link for our clinic below. This is going to be more aimed at races. Okay, so I'm going to go a little bit in depth into the intricacies of nutrition, strength training, conditioning for races. So if that's something you're interested in jumping on board, when I finish this live stream, I'll stick the link in the comments for you guys below. There's a few spots left so you can jump on board there and be able to be part of the clinic. So I'll do that for you guys. Have a great weekend if I don't speak to you guys over the weekend. And remember, train hard, race harder. See you guys.